are different.
I think men and women are very, very different. I think for men, sex is really, talking to a lot of men, it's like air. It's like breathing air, sex. They think about it all the time. That's their intimacy. You ask a bunch of men, and that's what men say. It's like the air. That's like saying all women think about is, you know, their children and their hair. I mean, I think sex is one of those things that goes like life. It goes up. Sometimes you want it a lot. Sometimes you don't want it so much. You get in general. I think it depends on the person.
Do men in general don't be doing that?
Yes, well, you have. Yes, they do.
Men like this.
You are very young. You are very young. You are very young. If you believe that men only think about sex, but that's what you're saying.
Is sex, how important is sex? Is it always on your mind? Oh, they're afraid to say something now.
No, because it's the truth.
Don't be afraid to say something now.
Tell the truth.
Have a yes. He said yes.
One.
Come on, can I get a 2? Can I get a 2? Can I get a 3? 3 on your mind.
Let me ask you this. Has it ever dipped in terms of your interest since puberty? Probably not, right? Since you've gotten there, you
already answered the question. You asked them a question, you answered it.
They want it all the time.
Do you want it all the time?
Do you want it all the time?
You know, they're scared to say something.
Do you want it all the time? Oh.
Do you think about it on your mind? Is it on your mind a lot? Yeah, mostly.
Is there a man in the house who's willing to tell the truth?
They all tell the truth.
I don't believe. No, I don't believe that's all. No, I don't believe that's all they think about.
I didn't say that's all.
What she said.
Well, we're thinking about his hair. This guy, I'll tell you. He's thinking, what happened to my hair? That's what you're thinking.
Do you think about it a lot?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes,
he said absolutely.
You know, I made a crack about your hair, but they say bald men are really
bald men got it going on.
Is it true?
Yes. 20 years strong.
I'm just saying that men, no matter what the age,
they think about it a lot.
Think about it a lot, and women do not as much.
Well, you know,
I don't believe that. I believe men.
It could be that it's about evolution and anthropology, because women have to have babies. So, you know, even during the menstrual cycle, you're hornier at a certain point because your eggs are dropping and nature is saying,
I must be a
get
guy.
Get it going.
Around that time.
The menstrual cycle ends forever,
Just a moment,
and you don't
please.
have these eggs to tip you off.
Could we do a little interview here? Ms. Goldberg.
Ms. Walters.
Are you trying to tell us that you, along with many men, think about sex a great deal of the time, and
when I'm horny, I think about it quite often.
How often are you horny?
It depends on what has got me going. You know, I don't think any guy just gets up in the morning and goes, oh, except because they have the tent, but that's a whole other thing. But I don't think any man just walks around and thinks, I'm just going to. I think what happens is all these older men with these new devices, which exist for them and do not exist for women.
You mean Viagra?
No, well, Viagra and all pumps and all kinds of other stuff. I mean, they do. I mean, they have all of these devices which can help them do things that they could not have done 20 years ago. Women, now, you know, we're always 10, 15 years behind everything. We just learned where the G-spot was, or that there was a G-spot. We had to take classes where we stood with women with a mirror on the floor going...
One thing I don't understand, because why did the women get the classes? Why didn't the men get the classes?
Because mothers very rarely shared information, intimate information about things like G-spots. They barely could talk to you about your period.
I still think men and women are different. Could I just say...
They are absolutely different.
Could I just say one thing to our audience?
Absolutely.
It is Memorial Day.
That's right. And children are home.
And all the little tykes are home. And we particularly chose this so-called hot topic for the little ones.
I didn't, you know, you brought it up.
Oh, well.
You know what? Little Tiffany is looking for her G-spot now. She's saying, Mommy, where is it?
I hate to tell you this, but we have a guest coming up who is talking about young women and the things that young women are doing now, that they didn't used to, and so this idea that women are not thinking about these. You wait till she comes out. It will blow your mind what they're finding out about.
In junior high.
Yeah, it's shocking.
That's different.
That I know. That we know. I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about Over the course of life.
No, I understand over the course of life, but that was just an outside thought that just popped into my head.
She's saying something interesting. She's saying that because there are these pills now, they know there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So it gets them going. Also, they know that they're going to get there. With a woman, if we had something like that,
that's right.
we might be more into
I
me
don't
like...
know for us if it's all about... But I'm saying I don't know for us if it's all about the sexual thing, because I have girlfriends who love it, but they go, I got so much to do. I got to take the
Sherry,
kids.
you undulate all day long sitting in that seat. You undulates all day long sitting in that seat. Am I lying? Am I lying? Okay, that's right. But she's been doing that in the... Well, I bet they would. Hell yeah.
As many women as many men want Viagra. I'm just wondering.
I think so. You see?
Want a Viagra?
Or do we need it to keep up with the men who already have the Viagra?
If there was something that went right to the spot and said, put a neon light and said, hello, so you didn't have to go looking with a flashlight or explaining what to do, sure, yeah, I'd take the pill.
They've been trying for a long time, the companies that make Viagra and the others, to find the same thing for women, and they haven't. I don't think you're dressed correctly for Memorial Day.
You don't think I'm dressed
It's like barbecue day.
It's barbecue day.
Look, hello, she's looking for like a hot dog. Now listen, a father in Ohio called 911 after his 28-year-old son threw a fit over being asked to clean his room. Now the father says he overreacted in retrospect, but his son has promised to keep his room clean from now on. Now how messy does a room have to be that you call the police?
How old would it have to be living in your father's basement and making a mess?
It's kind of wild. Well, check this out. Bill Getty, you know Bill Getty, he's our executive producer. He took a flip cam. Isn't that the right title? All right. Took a flip cam around to Sherry and Elizabeth's dressing room. And it's not for the faint of heart. Take a look. Are you entering willingly?
I am entering willingly.
Then come on in. This is my room.
Okay.
It has not been, that's all my hair. I've run out of room to put my hair. Office stuff.
This is really just.
This is all those are my books.
This is awful.
I know, but I know it's an ordered chaos. I know where everything is.
Yeah, but the idea is if you come in, you might want to have a seat, and it's impossible.
Oh, I just did not do this.
That's it.
And then there's a seat. I've never been a bug in this room ever since I've started here. It's always in Lizzie's room and Joy. Never.
Sherry says that the real issue is your room.
What about it?
That your room is attracting rodents.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Sherry, really...
thought we were friends. Wait, you think?
Why is it? This is what I don't understand. This is what's weird to me, is because I think most people would think that you are sort of, I don't know, buttoned up, buttoned down, everything in its place.
No. This is actually clean. I tried to organize last week.
I bought this chair for you because when you came here, I thought you needed a chair with your own name on it.
There it is.
And that's what it's used for. It's used for. And there's a chair here.
All the time.
You've never been in that chair. There's never been anything but junk and gifts and baby crap in that chair.
Reindeer.
Are you like this at home?
I will tell you this. Tim might leave me after seeing this again. Only because Tim is a neat freak, and I'm clean, but I'm messy. And I think that's fine. I don't know where anything is, and I'm okay with that, because Tim always knows where it is, and I ask him.
The three of us are neat.
You guys are very neat.
I'm one of these people who misplaces my brassieres all the time. So all my husbands, they always know where they are. I'll say, where's my brassiere? Steve will go, it's hanging on the bathroom door. My ex-husband used to know where my brassieres were hanging, too. So you train your husband to know where your stuff is, and that's how you stay neat.
What?
I don't know. I
since I was 4 years old. My mom was like obsessed with cleaning. My mom would clean, would wake us up at 11 o'clock at night to clean. And I remember being like 7 years old going, I will never do this. And I think it's just kind of spilled over. But I'm junky, but I know where things are.
You're a slob at home, too.
Yeah, my room looks like that. Jeffrey trips over everything.
You know, you don't yell at children for that. Remember Joan Crawford, no more wire hangers?
Wire hangers?
My daughter her room was an absolute mess. And you know, the only thing you can do?
What?
Close the door.
Close the door. Let them be in there. I agree with that.
Thank you. I will be in my messy office.
That is me.
Whoopi's is the neatest room of all
Whoopi's is so neat.
But you're here less time, but your new room is very neat. Mine is the third neatest, and these two slobs, we know what they are.
Well, we know where
I think that's an honor.
And the rodent situation, that is not my fault.
Well,
there's never food in my room.
Look, it's all of our problem. We're a team.
Yeah.
Oh, suddenly we're a team.
Well, we all know where the rodent is.
Whoopi,
Yes,
if
ma'am.
nobody has ever seen this show before, what are they going to think about our hot topic?
Well, they're going to go and come right back. Because we're going to go and come right back, and those of us who are wearing wigs may not be wearing them when we return. We're actually going to come back with some real American heroes.